welcome back to the YouTube channel. Today we're going to make some personalized fathead cupcake toppers. I'm so glad you clicked on this video because this project is going to be phenomenal for any occasion. If you are brand new here, hello and welcome. My name is Rachel Webb. I'm an owner and craft educator here at Oak and Lamb, and we love to make you all more confident and well-rounded crafters. Today, we're going to be using our Cricut Joy Extra to create some really cute print and cut cupcake toppers. These have been going around for years and years. If you all know, like the fathead version where it's kind of like a photo, but just the photo of the outline of a loved one's face. And then a lot of people will put like cartoon party hats, or what are those things called, like the party blowers, you know. They'll put those like towards their mouth and they look all cute and whimsical. So that's what we're going to be doing today using cut files from Oak and Lamb. And if you do not know who we are or what we do, we are here and we have a wonderful digital community to include all different types of crafters. We just want you all to be well-rounded and more confident, no matter what area you are comfortable in. So we have all of the Cricuts. We do a lot of sublimation, a lot of print and cut. We do a lot of woodworking, home decor, screen printing, candle making. We do a lot of UV resin and regular AB part epoxy resin. We do everything, especially if it's trendy. We love to hop on the trends and test those out. We love to test and compare new products to old products or new products to our favorite products. We love to give you guys a lot of really great tips and tricks on supplies and hacks and all types of things like that. So if you're looking for a great community, you have come to the right place. Go no further than here at Oak and Lamb. Now we do have a phenomenal membership. You can click the link below and use the code YouTube for a discount. And what that will allow you to have access to is over 1,000 digital cut files. So those are going to be perfect for any die cut machine you have, any type of print and cut you want to do. If you do sewing, if you do quilting, those would be great for that. Or applique projects, you can use that. Those amazing cut files for that. And they also all come with a free commercial use license, which is a phenomenal little upgrade there. We also have some free courses if you happen to have a Cricut. We have courses all about mastering your machine, from opening the box to mastering design space and everything in between. We want you guys to have all the Cricut knowledge. We also have some really phenomenal member-only content over there, a podcast for members only that we update every now and again, as well as a private group, which is now over on Facebook, and you can go over there and check it out, and only members are over there. And it's a great place to post pictures, ask questions, and just build up your community and get inspired every single day. So if you're interested, please click the link down below. Join Oak and Lamb. You will not regret it. We are a phenomenal community, and we just keep growing thanks to you all. Okay, so this is a really simple, really minimal craft. If you have used the Cricut for print and cut before, this is going to be no different at all. So we have the Cricut Joy Extra today. We have a Cricut Joy Extra mat. This is a light grit mat. We have some heavy cardstock. It does not have to be super heavy, but this is just what we have. I'll link it. I'm going to say like 120, 130 pound. It's really heavy cardstock. Cupcakes, obviously. I may or may not have had to drive to Walmart just to get these this morning. I could have made the craft without them, but maybe I woke up wanting cupcakes, so I went and got them. So this kind of just ties in. We also have an inkjet printer. This is our favorite Canon Pixma line. They have done us no wrong. We love them. A really important thing about print and cut is to make sure that your printer has a rear loading tray, which ours does, so make sure you have that. We have a hot glue gun. This is their Lynn Lily, which we absolutely adore. It's super cute. It's a fine tip, high temp precision hot glue gun. We love it. Corded or cordless. We also have some little skewers. You can use toothpicks for this, guys, especially if you're making these for mini cupcakes. I would definitely use toothpicks. Sorry, I'm trying to find a measuring tape because you're also going to need a measuring tape. I'll grab one of those. Becca's probably got them all over there on her desk because if you all know, she likes to hoard those. We also have some little wire cutters. These are just going to be for our skewers, or again, if you want to use toothpicks. you can, especially if you're using mini cupcakes, you won't need a dowel like this. Or I think in the cake decorating section, they have those little popsicle sticks. Really, it's going to be all the way down on the cupcake. You're only going to be able to see the head and the little party hat. So really, it doesn't matter. You can omit this if you know that your frosting on your cupcakes is going to be high enough and you're not going to be outside with all the wind. You can just print this out of the heavy cardstock and stick it down in there. You can flip horizontal and vertical your images and do 2 different sets of printouts of those. That way you can glue one on one side and one on the other and they meet perfectly, you know? So like the stick would be in between them and you glue them together, and then both sides that you look at would have the little fat head decal. But if you wanted to omit that, or your display or whatever at your party is only going to be on one side and you won't have guests going all the way around it and need it double-sided, you can completely omit the sticks and everything and just stick the prints right down in those cupcakes. Totally up to you, to each their own. This is going to be a little bit Design Space heavy simply because we're going to be teaching you how to take a regular photo and turn it into a fat head. Now, Becca's not here to be able to give you guys this spiel. She is their photographer. She's a wonderful professional photographer. Be picky with your photos. Do not get a group photo of 18 people that's, you know, really grainy that you get off of Facebook or that you take a screenshot of and try and cut out one person's face, okay? You want a nice, really good quality, up close, clear photo, face on, so you don't want like, hey, like the side of their face. You really want the straight angle of their face. And this could be difficult if you're trying to do this in secret for somebody. So my advice to you is, if you cannot find a photo, just simply have them stand behind a white background with really nice lighting and get a nice, cute picture of their face. But we actually have a really good one that Becca took on vacation from a couple of weeks ago of my 2 great boys, my oldest stepson David and my sweet baby Charlie. And it's really great straight on of both of them. So today we're going to be using Charlie's face, and I'll share with you about that. But make sure you have a really good quality photo. That's going to make all the difference here. You don't want to, even though they're going to be small, you know, for cupcake toppers, you really want to make sure you're using good quality, like front-facing images. So, okay, spiel over. So let's go ahead into Design Space and we'll start teaching you how to make this. It's going to be super easy. So go ahead and grab the cut file if you haven't already from Oak and Lamb. And one of my favorite things to do is to kind of pick apart cut files like we're doing today. So we're going to be using a birthday dinosaur cut file. It's an actual PNG, which means it doesn't come apart and separate like an SVG. And we're able to just do a little bit of very minimal work in Design Space to get the party hat off of the dinosaur and use it for what we need. So it's really great to have that kind of mindset on how you can manipulate all these phenomenal cut files for more in a fun, creative way. So let's hop on over and do that. Okay, here is everything that we are working with in Design Space. And I just wanted to show you guys, this is a fat head that Becca made, I think it was like a year and a half ago. This is sweet baby Charlie, teeny tiny. Look how tiny. Time flies, guys, it's pitiful, but I just wanted to share that. And then this is the finished one that we're going to be able to print the cut. Look how stinking cute. Is this not the cutest? I love it. Okay. Then here's the cut file we're going to be manipulating. Have a dynamite birthday. It's super cute. And this is the actual photo. However, we're not going to be using this physical photo. I'm going to tell you how we're going to manipulate this. So get your photo. Mine is right here on my desktop. I like to keep them on my desktop. So email it to yourself if you have a Mac. Text it to yourself. Again, make sure it's a really good high quality image. And then we're going to go to upload. And I already have them here because I did them a couple different ways. But anyways, click upload image. Now you're going to drag your photo in, and it's going to look grainy right now, okay? Don't fret, like if you're looking at this, it looks a little odd. It's okay. It's because the resolution is so high. Becca sent me like the raw, really nice photo. So here is where the magic's going to happen, and here's where you need to have patience, okay? I'm actually going to go over here and get a chair because this is going to take a minute or two. I might have to end up speeding this process up after I explain it, obviously. But what we're going to do is go down here and click erase, okay? Now we have the eraser size is pretty small. We're gonna make that a little larger, and how you can test how big that's gonna be is if you go over here, if you drag your cursor over here, you can see how big that is, or if you drag it down, you can see how small. But we wanna first make this photo way bigger. So here's the precious boys here. So I wanna drag this in and actually go up here, and what you're gonna do is you can't like click and drag because I wanna get up there to Charlie's face. So what you have to do is use both fingers on your cursor and just kind of swipe up, and then it's going to reveal that face. Now you can see that eraser is huge, so we want that smaller here. Now this is going to be a little bit more difficult because the background is white, and then when you remove this, you can see it's barely off-white, so it's a little hard to see. So take your time, okay? Here's my best advice for you. We are going to be putting a offset onto this. So we're going to be printing it with an offset. So don't get super hung up in trying to get like right in that corner nook and cranny in his ear. The name of the game here is to get smooth edges, okay? So you can do strokes, so one stroke and then stop and then start one stroke, or you can do like one fell swoop with your cursor. Whatever you want to do, you can do. I'm going to go back out here and take all those away. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to click, and we're going to drag it. Now you can stop at any time and then start again and drag. You just want to try and make sure that your edges are going to be nice. Don't, like I said, don't worry about getting so close, like in the nooks and crannies of his ear and stuff, because we're going to be adding an offset to this, and it'll look really jagged if your offset is jagged. So just remember, trying to get a smooth edge here will make your offset smooth, because your offset is just creating a shadow from whatever lines are there. And if your lines that you've created are jagged and rough, then that's what the edges are going to be on your offset. Now, I'm not in any way, shape, or form saying that this is going to be perfect either. It's probably not. And this is the most time-consuming part of all of it, is just going through here. But since I've done this, I think 3 times now in the testing phases of this video and for this project, I don't think it's going to be that bad. Okay, now take your cursor, slide it down a little bit, just like that, and try and get under here underneath his chin. And since this is not a white background, you want to get close to that chin, okay? So like the background's his neck. Do you understand what I'm saying? Up here, the background is nice and white. So it's okay if you leave a little bit up there by his hair and whatnot. Like up here, you know, I left some by his hair. That's not a big deal up here because the background is white. But down here by his neck, the background is his neck. So you want to make sure, like that, I don't like that. So I'm going to go back. You can press your back button, and it just takes it back just a little bit. Now, if you do one continuous stroke, you'll have wasted all your time. So make sure you're periodically picking up your cursor and, you know, moving around so that the strokes aren't one stroke for the whole thing. Otherwise, if you make a mistake and you need to erase it, it won't erase your whole stroke, if that makes sense. Okay, now let's clean this up a little bit. Up in his chin just a little bit. And like, I don't like that, so let's go back out. Okay, I think that looks really cute. So what we're gonna do now, you can see that's done, and I would just have this whole rest of the picture, okay? Honestly, there's some things that you can do, but I'm just gonna show you the easiest one that I've found, okay? Because in Design Space, you have some things you can do. I'm gonna be slicing this out, and because I'm slicing it out, I need to erase more of this. So I'm gonna go up here and erase more of this so that I don't have to deal with it while I'm slicing. Now you might be thinking, okay, well, what do you mean by you're going to be erasing this in Design Space? So I'm going to go ahead and save this image like this so that I don't have to erase every bit of this, because let me show you. I could go out like this, go out, and erase this whole thing, you know, erase, 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 erase. I could do this to the whole entire image, but it's going to take a while, and I'm going to guarantee you that you're going to miss some spots, and it's just going to be a pain in the butt. So what we're going to do is we're going to save the image just like this, okay? It looks wonky, I get it, but we're going to go in Design Space, slice out a circle around Charlie's head, and you'll see how easy this is gonna be to work with. We're gonna save this as a flat graphic. Click continue, and it might take a little while to upload because the image is pretty high quality. So you're gonna go back to uploads, and it doesn't look like it. Oh, okay, it's just taking a while. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Here it is in Design Space. So I'm gonna size this up like this. Now I'm gonna get a circle, or whatever shape you want. Place it over Charlie's head, make sure it's over the entirety of the head. You can unlock that size ratio to make it a oval. I'm going to take both of these and click slice. That's it. Now, if you guys can see this, let's go up tight. You see these two little tick right here? These are what I missed. Now think about if I would have done, tried to erase this whole background. That would have been a mess. So I'm going to take that out, take this out, delete it. But now it seems like I have some more pieces here. So how do you see these easily? So you can see these easily by clicking blank canvas, coming up to color, and changing the color to something darker. Now you can see that, wow, I didn't do a phenomenal job on this little erasing job here, but I did pretty good on this one. Again, be picky, be pickier than me for this video, but you can see what I mean. Okay, now we're gonna get some other shapes here. We can get little ovals. So we can unlock that size ratio here. Make this a little bit smaller. Now bring it over here to your little piece. We're going to take this and duplicate because we have another little piece down here that we need to get. So one at a time, because you can only slice 2 layers at a time. You're going to slice this out. And then you're going to slice this out. And now you're going to be left with trash over here and your little cutout. So that's going to be good for you. Okay. Now you can go back and make your canvas a lighter gray or whatever you need. Okay, now we're going to be doing some more slicing with our little dinosaur here. Let's bring this down. And what we're going to do with him is we're actually going to curve him until his little hat is straight as we can get it at least. And that's going to help us slice it out right. So we're going to take it a square. And now we're going to make our square huge to cover all of this except for our hat. And if you want to see what you're doing underneath there, you can go up here to Operation and go down to Guide so you can see that you've covered everything up. And now, when you have the hat covered, the hat exposed and everything else covered, take it, click Slice, and now you have your party hat. And all of that is trash. Now, let's go up here to our little Charlie head. Now what we're going to do is make the hat big, and I'm going to make my hat a little bit squattier, okay, kind of like that. Now I'm going to rotate, back. Now I'm going to rotate the hat to sit cute like on his head. That might be a little pushing it for the rotation. And this is when you just get picky, okay? If you want to make the hat super big on his head, if you want to make a hat super little, if you want to find an SVG instead of a PNG, which means you can change the colors of this. I think there is an SVG of this cut file. Don't hold me to that. But this is a PNG, so you can't change the colors. But Charlie loves Blippi, and Blippi's colors are blue and orange. And I found some blue and white cupcakes, and I just thought this would fit perfect. So what we're going to do now is take everything when we like where it's at, flatten it together, and now we're going to add an offset. So the bigger you make your offset, the less noticeable the kind of harsher lines are going to be. And the smaller you make your offset, the more noticeable your like jagged edges are going to be. So for example, if I click apply, you can see right here on the ear, you see where that's like jagged. That is why it's super important to make sure that you have good smooth lines on that erasing tool. Again, do as I say, not as I do technically. Again, on this one, I did a much better job. But anywho, once you have that and your offset on there, all you have to do is flatten it all together. Okay, now once you've flattened it all together, you're going to want to measure your cupcakes because you don't want to make these humongous on your cupcakes. And if you have mini cupcakes, you don't want to make them as big as for regular cupcakes. You want to make sure that the size is proper for what you're looking for. So go ahead and measure your cupcakes, and it looks like ours need to be around 2 inches wide, and that makes them a whopping 4 inches tall, which honestly might seem pretty tall, but if you have a nice size cupcake display, 4 inches is not going to be that bad. And if you do think it is, you can go up there and make your party hat a little bit more squatty or whatever you need to do. So once you have this the way that you want it and you have it sized properly, here is where I'm going to show you how to flip it horizontally and vertically if you want to make these double-sided. So what you're going to do is you're just going to duplicate it, and you're just going to flip this vertically. Now, when you flip it vertically, you're not going to flip it horizontally, just vertically. When you sandwich these together, they're going to be double-sided. So if you have a cake table or a cupcake table that your guests are going to be walking 360 degrees around, you want these to be double-sided. So yeah, just make sure you print out a set of these if you want them to be double-sided. We don't have to do that today, so we're just going to print out a couple of these. So we're actually going to be using our Cricut Joy Extra, so make sure you switch your machine settings and design space. And here is where you can adjust your project copies. So if you want to print several of these, let's see how many will go on one sheet. So it looks like 6. It looks like it'll get 6 on one sheet here. We're using 8.5 by 11 inch material. So we're going to go ahead and print out 6, click continue. And again, if you want to do those double-sided, make sure you flip that horizontally and print out a page of those as well. Guys, it will not connect to my Joy Extra, which, just to be fair, I don't think I've even ever made anything on that. So we're just going to go with the Explorer 3. I just plugged in my Explorer 3. I don't have time to connect it all, the Bluetooth and everything like that, with my Joy Extra, and it wasn't trying to connect. I didn't have it on my computer already. My fault. So I do apologize. We're switching that to our Explorer 3. However, it's going to work the same no matter what machine you use, so don't fret about that. The only machine on the market that's Cricut brand that cannot do Print Then Cut is the regular Cricut Joy. So we have this set to our correct printer. We're going to be using our system dialog and clicking print. Now we have to go underneath that page, and this will pop up. Now for media and quality, we have it selected from our rear tray. We're going to change this to plain paper because we had it set to photo paper, but the paper that we are going to be using is plain paper, like just a thick cardstock. Now we want the quality to be best, and now we're going to click print. And once those are printed, we're going to set our material setting, which we chose Craft Board. That's Craft with a K. That is just Cricut brand heavy cardstock, and there is a heavy cardstock setting. It's for a 100-pound cardstock, you can see right here, but the Craft Board setting is actually going to be for a thicker cardstock than that. So we're going to click the Craft Board setting, and we're going to switch that pressure to more. So we want to give that more pressure. Now we're going to go ahead and place our printout onto our mat and load it into our machine. Okay, so that printed really well. It looks super cute. So all we're going to do is place this on the mat, and this is not a very sticky mat. Again, I am sorry we had to switch machines last minute. Nothing's wrong with our venture. I'm what's wrong with our venture. We're going to bray this down onto our mat. This mat could be a lot stickier, so let's fingers crossed that it doesn't come up on us. Now we're going to load it into our machine. This is our tried and true Explorer 3. I love the Explorer 3. Now, while this is cutting, is a great time to preheat your hot glue gun. We've had ours preheating, and also to cut your sticks. So we're going to cut our sticks up and allow this to cut. So really, you don't want this. It doesn't have to go over the entirety of your cutout and still poke out at the bottom. So we're just going to make these. Let me measure this because now I cut it so I can tell you how long it is. Oop, here's one. This one is 3.5 inches. So I'm just going to continue to cut mine at 3.5 inches. Now it would be really cute to get like a tiered tray or something like that. Like looky here what Anna had sitting here. Look how cute that is. So we could pop one of these on here. This one looks particularly cute. I hate getting cupcakes out of these things. Okay, there's one. So cute. But I love cupcakes personally. So get yourself a little tiered tray or set them out on the table or put them around your cake. Some people like cakes and cupcakes. And once that's cut out, you can just unload your mat and you should just be able to remove that excess and pop these off. These are so cute. And again, if you had mirrored these horizontally, you can make them double-sided. Now we're going to get one of them down here. I just like to lay them flat. Now remember, Charlie's head is going to be straight. You're not going to make it straight with your party hat. You're going to make it straight with his little chin down there. So we're going to take this, get some hot glue, and just make a little line just like that. And then set your stick in it and slide it up a little bit. And you can add some more if you need to add some more here. But this way, you have some stability here from your stick on your cupcake topper, and then you have some stability on your stick down here to stick in your cupcake. So literally all that you would do is stick that in your cupcake, and how stinking cute is that? So we've got several of these to do. Guys, look at these little Charlie cupcakes. I cannot even stand it. I think that they are so cute. Thank you for watching this video. If you did have a great time watching it and learning, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It is a free way to support what we do, and we are so thankful for it. Also, comment, subscribe, like the video like I mentioned. Let me know which kind of cupcake's your favorite, because that is something I want to know. Along with crafting here at Oak and Lamb, we also like to talk about food a lot and a lot of our favorite things. We have some lifestyle content about our favorite cleaners and our favorite beach must-haves and things like that. So we like to touch on all different types of subjects here. Don't forget to join if you haven't already. Use that code YouTube for a discount on your membership. Thank you all so much for watching. Make these. They're so cute. I can't wait for you to make them. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you another day for another video.